Welcome in to the July edition of Ask the AD. I'm Paul Grua from WeberStateSports.com and joined by our athletic director at Weber State, Jerry Bovee. It is July. Hard to believe. The summer has gone fast, hasn't it?
It is. I went home the other night, told my wife, the summer's over. And she went, no, it's not, but it's coming to an end for us.
Seems to make that July 1st switch, doesn't it?
We've got athletes. Yeah. We've had a lot of athletes on campus this summer with our summer school program, but they're beginning to move toward getting going and things getting busy.
It's always been asked, what do you do in the summer? There's no games going on, and that's right. That's right. There are some times for some vacation and things, but there's still plenty to do, right?
Yeah. Well, one is we offer a full slate of summer offerings for our student athletes. So we'll have, I think we had 270 student athletes on campus at one time or another this summer. We have 2 blocks that our athletes can take different classes in. So there's that. There's camps going on. Yeah. It's the end of our budget year. We're on a July 1 to June 30 budget. So for some of us, this is a busy time. We just closed out budget and we're finishing that up. Schedules are being refined right now. Yeah. So there's a lot for us to do. It's just different work than what you'd normally do during the regular year, but it's a lot.
Different and plenty to do. There's a lot to be excited for coming up soon. We're about 50 days away or so from the football season beginning. Soccer will begin. Volleyball, cross country, the fall sports kick off in mid to late August.
And camps will start at the 1st of August.
August 1st,
for
football
us,
camp
once
begins.
Camp starts,
it's go time.
It's go.
Absolutely.
It's go time.
August 1st, football begins. Obviously, such a tremendous historic season last year. The excitement is probably at an all-time high for this year and gearing up to it. Still some questions, of course, on the field, of course, but it's exciting to see what this football team will do.
Yeah, I think we're seeing a bit of a bump from last year's success. We're meeting tomorrow to kind of do an update as a staff with where we're at with football, but we're sold out for suites. Club seats are sold out. I don't know the last time we've been completely sold out at this point in the year. So I'm hopeful that that's a sign that chairback seats will begin to move and the other seating areas will begin to fill up. So I think that's good news.
Absolutely. A lot of excitement there. August 30th, first game at Utah. There's tickets available for that, especially for Wildcat Club fans first as well.
I would tell them to get going on that because it's a limited amount and there is going to be demand for that game.
Contact the ticket office for those. And then September 15th, season opener against South Dakota. So that is exciting. A couple other things going on, of course, during the summer. And tied with football is the new North building. We're kind of calling it the North End Zone project. Explain where that stands and what's going to be coming next.
I believe we'll break ground on that somewhere around the 28th of August. We've decided that we'll do a public groundbreaking right in line with that first home football game so that our fans can be part of that. We're talking about some fun things that we might be able to do to let everybody be a part of that in some form or fashion.
Fans and students and everybody.
So we're still putting the pieces of that together, but I think it'll be a fun day. But yes, construction will begin at the end of August, and there's a lot of site work that needs to be done and demo work and work around the stadium because we're gonna have games at home this year too while we're doing construction. So, and it's a tight turnaround. It's a year to do all that we're doing. But there's work that has to be done, and when we start the weight room portion of it and getting out of our weight room now, and a lot of logistics involved with the project. So it's exciting. We're still continuing to raise money for that project and have some fun opportunities that I think many fans will be able to get involved with that are at a lower level than what, the $1 million donations that we've been able to raise. So people will be able to put their names on lockers if they want to for a certain amount and be involved in any way. And then we'll have bricks that'll be available for the general fan that may feel like I can't do, $1 million donation or even a $100,000 donation, but I can do something. So there's something for everyone on this project.
So look forward to that coming up as well in late August. And we hope to have renderings of that very, very soon as well that we can release.
Yeah, sometime around the first part of August, we'll begin to put out those renderings and work toward an official groundbreaking.
More that building is a very exciting thing for the football program, though, for sure. So.
I think it puts us on par with the best FCS football programs in the country. But it's not only a football facility. There's an academic stadium style classroom that can accommodate up to 125 seats that will be a game changer for us as a department, and able to do different meetings there, and academic meetings and tutoring and whatnot. Equipment room helps everybody. The strength and conditioning helps everyone.
Training,
so
all that.
there are some great things that'll help football, but there's great things for all of our student athletes involved in this project.
A couple of basketball notes in the summer. Women's basketball search is underway for a head coach. Beth Ann Orr left after 7 years as head coach at Weber State, and wish her the best at Binghamton. Where do we stand with the coaching search?
I don't know that there's ever a good time to go through that. That we're in the middle of our recruiting period, so we're trying to, and this happened over the 4th of July holiday, so getting candidates in here during that time, it can be a little bit difficult. But I suspect we're within a week away of announcing a coach. We've had some candidates on campus that we've interviewed. There's a good pool there, and I'm confident we're going to find a coach that's going to fit our needs and our culture, and be able to hit the ground running.
Okay, great. On the men's basketball side, and women's, of course, but also on the men's side, working toward a schedule. We're into mid-July. Often the schedule's out about now. There's some new wrinkles, I guess, with the Big Sky in relation to North Dakota leaving. Now you have 11 teams, and you're going to play 20 games, and so that schedule's up in the air a little bit. Is that right?
We made the decision back in Reno at our meeting to have a 20-game schedule. What I think is a good thing for our conference, but getting to that has been difficult. With an odd number of teams, you're looking at what we call a lone wolf scheduling format. The Mountain West Conference does it, but they'll do split schedules, so you could be on the road on a Thursday and at home on a Saturday, and you could also play Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday in their configuration. But for us and costs, to do that with Montana State trip, it would be very costly to make 2 trips up there. So we're trying to do a modified lone wolf that still meets our needs and provides some balance. The schedule's going to look a little different. Yeah. There'll be some Monday night games this year. There'll be some 3-game swings on the road or at home. I think one of the schools in our conference has a 4-game road and home swing. So there are some things that are a little bit clunky that you wish you didn't have to do if you had traditional travel partners. But I think we'll be going to Spokane this weekend for the football kickoff meetings, and we plan as a group of administrators to meet and finalize that schedule.
We had this before Idaho joined. We had 11 teams, and so you had a 20-game schedule, so a little bit familiar with it.
We did it, and at that time it was Southern Utah that came into the league, and they had the lone wolf for 2 years, and it's a tough schedule because if you're the lone wolf, you'll end up playing a Thursday, Monday sometimes, or a Saturday, Monday with those 2 teams that are on their travel partner game. It is a little bit different.
But we hope to have that resolved fairly soon, as well as the non-conference schedule. Some exciting
non-conference
home games
is coming together. Yeah. We do have some home games.
BYU, Utah Valley, and other Division I teams hopefully as well. So,
yeah. So it's coming together. I hope that the schedule will be up on the website in the next 2 weeks.
Fairly soon. That is exciting. Well, thank you, Jerry. And, again, the summer goes so fast, and we're into mid-July, and hope fans are getting ready and excited for our fall seasons that are coming up here soon.
Yeah, it's going to be here before we know it. Yeah. So buckle up and get ready to go.
Here we go. If you have any comments or questions, please let us know. You can email us at weberstatesports@gmail.com, or you can use hashtag AskTheAD and follow us on social media as well. Thanks for your time, and go Wildcats.